Diyos ko, sandali lang po, ha? Ay, ano ba? Bakit pa biglang sandali lang. Ayun. Okay. I-share ko lang po ang links natin. At pag-isimula na po tayo na ano ba ito telepono ito? Bakit ba ayaw makisama? Kakaloko lang. Yun. Mag-share ko na po ito. Mag-start na po tayo. Naglalangis na po ang mukha ko. So, alright. Good afternoon po mga ka-pageantry. Isang makakalikasang hapon sa inyong lahat. Hindi niyo po ba napansin? Bakit parang nag-iba yata ang anggulo ng aking camera this afternoon? Dati po medyo nakaside ng konti, kaya very panoramic tingnan yung background ko. Ngayon, ang dahilan po dyan is because kailangan ko pong idiretso ang aking mukha dito sa camera dahil instructions po yan sa amin kanina. Kasi po bago nag-start itong show, I was actually attending another Zoom meeting. And it's for tonight's Binibining Pilipinas finals for Grand Coronation. And we need to set up na. May technical check na kami. Kailangan set up na yun. Length ng ulo, mula dito sa upper portion ng screen, yung distance from left to right, So, yun po mga ganun mga details. Now, this afternoon, as I have already promoted earlier this week, our guests are 4 of the Eco Warriors, Earth Warriors, hashtag Earth Warriors of Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Actually, ang dami po nila. 66 all in all, 66 official delegates. And you can just imagine kung gaano kahirap na hi, Kaloy! Hi, Renzel Verio, watching from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Hello po. Yes. As I was saying nga po, ang hirap magpili ng winners kapag 66 na ang candidates. Pero sabihin nyo naman, bakit sa Miss Universe? O hindi ba? Pero siyempre po, it's different kapag national pageant is ganun karami yung candidates. Ipili ka ng 5 winners, isang Philippines Earth at yung mga members of the elemental court niya. Ngayon, bago po natin, before we introduce our guests and we start our discussion. Hi from Silay City, Eddie, Emilio, Bico Osorio. Ang kaba naman ng hini. Po, yun. Gusto ko lang po na i-share sa inyo first part of the program at saka sa last part, last 5 minutes, yung aking predictions for Binibining Pilipinas. Para lang po, parang pasimula at pa-ending mamaya. I-share ko with you yung aking top 12 plus 1 for tonight's Binibining Pilipinas. And mamaya po sa last 5 minutes, i-assign ko na po ang mga titles kanila kung sino po ang inisip kong magwawagi mamayang gabi. So, with the help of my technical director, Gerard Rui Viva from Vietnam, here are the 12 plus 1 ladies that I predict to be called tonight for the first cut in Binibining Pilipinas. Of course, syempre, we will start po with yung nanalo sa app voting kasi sigurado na po siyang pasok. So, ibig sabihin, based on the app voting which ended midnight last night actually, although unofficial pa yon, pero based on the numbers, given na po na siya yung nanalo ng wildcard spot. Ang pang 13th po natin actually is, ready na ba tayo direct for another first flash? Our first body sa top 12 plus 1 is Cindy Obenita from Ria De Ocampo, Misamis Oriental. Siya pong una sa ating top 12. Oo. Nabibigla ba kita direct dyan sa backstage? ah, na ano po siya, na ang inangaran ko po ang director namin sa backstage. Yon, si Binibini 12 po, si Cindy Obinita ang una. Dahil nga po siya nalo sa upvoting, sigurado na siya matatawag tonight. So the rest of my top 12 predictions po yan. Next po is Patricia Mariah Garcia from Manila. Pat. Yan. Ang ganda po ng batang yan. Next is number 1, Binibini 1, Samantha Alexandra Panlilio from Cavite. Yes. Ang next po ay Justine Felizarta, Binibini 14, from Padada, Davao del Sur. Kakaloka ang mga flashing here. Next is Meiji Cruz, number 7, from Valenzuela City. Ang next po natin sa aking predictions is number 15, Karen Lori Mendoza from Iloilo. Next po natin is, na-excite ako kung sino na flash bigla na dire. Paano ba? Oh, Pinibini 24 from Angelie City, Pampanga, Francesca Charuk. Yes, and our next prediction for the top 12 is Patricia Denise Babista from Quezon Province, our Binibini 8. Yan. And our next po is Shannon Tampon, Binibini 6 from Caloocan. Malapit na po ba kompleto? Lapit na. And Binibini 19, Gabriel Basiano from Borongan Eastern Samar. Yan po. At si Hani Cartasano, Binibini 25 from Rizal Province. Random po ito. Fina-flash lang po yung direct. Hannah Arnold, Binibini 17 from Masbate. Yeah, play ko. Ano na tayo? Almost complete. And last, I think, number 10, Maureen Montaigne from Batangas. So sila po yung top 12 plus 1 predictions ko for tonight. Pero syempre po, yung plus 1, hindi na po yung prediction. Dahil nanalo nga sa butuan ni Cindy Obinita. At dahil po natin shoutout dito, especially from Silay, Rose Anrada Hadulos, Divine Abela, Renzel Vargas, Einar Ongib. Ano ba yun? Bidno. Yes. Cheryl Celestial Senyor. Ria, dami mo ng mga dito, mga fans. Nakakatuwa po. Now, let us start introducing our guests for this afternoon. As I've said earlier, we have 4 Earth Warriors from Miss Philippines Earth. Okay? Ay, Ortega Ton, yung po sinabi kong prediction para po sa Binibining Pilipinas po yun for tonight. Hindi pa po ako nagbigay ng prediction for Miss Philippines Earth dahil sa August 8 pa po ang finals nila. All right. Our first guest for this afternoon. She is from Angeles City. Di ba talaga? Nakakaloka. Ang sarap-sarap po ng sisig dito sa Angeles City. And I've known this girl way back pa when she first joined Philippine Pilipinas. And now, iba-iba na po ang dating niya ngayon. Ano na siya? Materialist focus na bigla ang kanyang aura ngayon. Lalo na po mga eco tips niya sa social media. Kung makikita niyo po, minsan naloloka po sa mga eco tips niya. Namu po siyang let her explain. Friends, let's welcome from Angeles City, Eco Warrior Gail Ventic. Ay, bakit wala kang audio, Gail Ventic? Nakakaloka ka. Gail, are you there, Gail? Gail? Direk, kung nagkaka-problema sa connection si Gail, let's introduce the other ladies first. Siguro? Yes. Let's introduce the other girls first. Para babalik si Gail mamaya for sure. The next on our list is, she is more known as the daughter of a PBA basketball player. but she is bent on carving a name for herself. Friends, let's welcome, representing Mandaluyong City, Roni Meneses. Yeah, Dr. Shani. Ano?
Hi!
Yes, hello, Ronnie. Ronnie, please greet
Hello
everyone
po.
first.
Good afternoon. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Well,
Yep.
sabi ko nga po kanina, she may be the daughter of Verhel Meneses, but she is definitely bent on creating or making a mark for herself, not just in the field of um, pageantry, but also in the field, oh my God, multitasker nga po pala. The multi-hyphenated lady. She has parang a business ng mga vegan treats. She
Yes.
is also how do you call this, plant-based nutritionist. She's also a clothing technologist. And
Bibo.
ang dami, bibong-bibo po siya talaga. And she plays, ay hindi ko po maidagdag yung she plays basketball. She doesn't play basketball really. Yeah, but yes, Ronnie, how have you been this past few weeks, Ronnie?
Super good. Actually, since nabigay ko na kasi lahat yung requirements for Miss Philippines Earth, medyo chill na ako ngayon. So, yung time ko ngayon talagang I get to spend it with my family. Kaya yun, wala lang. Na-miss ko sila ka-bonding. Ayun, ganun na ako
Wow.
ngayon. Muna.
Hindi, isn't it kind of weird, para when you said na, nasubmit ko na yung lahat ng requirements ko, parang chill na lang, para bang the pressure is really off. So, para bang you're just waiting for that next schedule when things will really be more, para return to, yung pressure days, no? Kumbaga, nasubmit mo na lahat ng mga videos mo and stuff.
Yeah. But
Oo.
actually, pressure pa rin naman ako. Pero siguro yun nga, ngayon, konting nakakapag-relax lang a little. At least physically. Pero mentally, medyo challenge pa rin, natatakot pa rin ako eh. Pressure pa rin ako eh.
Hindi, alam mo kasi, the pressure is real simply because I think I asked you this during the time that we were at the restaurant. We were at the. My God.
Sabi ko,
Anyway,
alang
Alex the Third, I
Yes.
asked you. You have 65 other ladies to compete
Yes
with.
po.
No? Para bang, my God, kung ako yung judge, para bang, ano ba yan? Ang gagawin ko talaga is to divide everyone by region to facilitate yung pag-analyze sa bawat isa.
Grabe nga eh. Ang dami po kasi talaga eh.
So, ano na lang yung how are you looking at things? Ano ang mga bala mong dala? Ano mga armaments mo?
Secret!
Ay, nakakaloka siya. Oo, may mga secret pa siya talaga. Para bang ano yan, mga courtside
May
tactics na
sabog
gagawin.
pala.
Meron pala, iba po talaga ang laban ni Ronnie Meneses, no? Tinatawag ko po siya Ronnie, Veronica po talaga siya, pero
Yes, Veronica. Sa mga nagtataka
kung,
dyan.
kung group Veronica po ang tawag ko sa kanya, I don't like calling people with ibang names with 4 syllables all the time because nakakapagod po. Po. Para bang may 2 seconds ako na uubusin just to Veronica. Samantalang before, pag sinabi kong Veronica, ang naalala ko lang is pag-prosesyon, pag-holiday, si Veronica na meron siyang sariling karosa na may daladalang panyo, may mukha ni Christ. Di ba? Nakakaloka ka talaga, Ronnie Meneses. Ronnie, I'll introduce our other guests first.
Okay.
Alam mo naman ako, mababaliw ako bigla dito. Ano pagkakatanong sa'yo.
Okay.
Our next guest comes all the way from Silay, Negros Occidental. Nakakatuwa po itong batang ito because, as I've said, there are 66 official delegates of Miss Philippines. So, it is a challenge to really stand out. kumbaga, hindi biro-biro po na to make an effort to really stand out in a field of 66 delegates. Pero not surprisingly, this lady is doing a good job so far. Friends, let's welcome, representing Silay City, Negros Occidental, Ria Angelica De Ocampo. Hello, Ria.
Hi! Good afternoon, Tito Norman. Thank you so much for having me today. Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Ria, please greet your fellow Negrenses or mga kababayan mo. And sila si, ang dami-dami ditong sumisigaw sa'yo. Naloloka ako. Ano ba to mga fans mo talagang para bang nagsilusuban. And I'm happy. Yeah, please greet them. Ria.
Okay po. Maayong hapon sa tanan. Malamog din nga salamat sa inyong nga suporta sa akon nga mga kasimanwat nga taga Silay, my fellow Negrense. I hope nga maayo ang hapon niyo dira kag palangga tagid kamo tanan.
Alam mo na. Alam mo, Ria, naloka ako. I-introduce kita. Sabi ko, ay, naku, ano nga ba ako tawag sa mga taga-Negros? Buti lang, biglang pag ganun ko, ay, Negrense. Naku, Negrense, buti pa ako magsabi na, Ilongga. Hindi tama. Negrense is the proper term to call. Oo. So, Ria, kumusta naman? How are you looking at your competition right now for Miss Philippines Earth, Ria?
I'm very excited, Tito Norman, because this is my first national pageant. And so I know that the Negrenses are right behind me. And that makes me feel loved and it boosts me up, especially in this challenging time of coronavirus, that we have virtual pageants, but I'm still very grateful for this opportunity.
Pero curious lang ako because I still know little information about you. Kumbaga, ano ba talaga? Are you a student? Are you working, Ria? Ano ba doon? Model ka ba sa Negros Occidental? Sikat ka ba doon? Nakapila ba mga maniligaw mo? Stuff like that.
Okay, let me introduce myself a little bit, Tito Norman. So, my name is Ria De Ocampo. I'm 26 years old. I came from Silay City, Negros Occidental, which is also known as the seat of arts and culture in Western Visayas. I have joined local pageants before, like the Lin Aisang Silay 2012. It's actually been a while. And Miss Mascara Queen in 2014. And I was able to become a Miss Organic Negros, in which nag-inspire po sa akin na mag-join Miss Earth because I've learned so much about the benefits ng organic farming, about through immersing myself po sa activities. And currently, I am a volunteer with Rotaract Club of Silay. I am also a former Girl Scout. And currently, I am a flight attendant with our national flag carrier for international flights. But I'm on leave lang po from my work para po makafocus for Miss Philippines Earth.
Pero I'm really very curious, Ria, no? Okay, you're 26 right now. So ibig sabihin, you really kept a low profile in pageantry for the past number of years. Kumbaga para bang, ay nako, tama na muna yung pageantry from so many years. Tapos bumalik ka na lang ngayon. So para bang, ay 26 na siya. Kumbaga, nagbibilang ka lang ng mga konting years para talagang mag-join, no? Anong view mo diyan sa bagay na yan, Ria?
That's true po, Tito Norman, na it took me a while before po mag-join ng pageant ulit because I wanted to be ready for this because I know na it's gonna be a big, it's a very important thing for me to, we need preparation, physically, mentally, and I think it's better to be more, that I'm more mature now. And it's just so happened po na naabutan po ng pandemic and nag-pause po tayo for a while. But I think that I'm here for a purpose at this moment of time, for a purpose po. So I'm still happy po.
Oo, naluloka lang ako sa ano mo, mga hashtags mo dito na talagang ano, tuloy-tuloy na nakakabaliw ang mga supporters mo. Pati yung isa pa nating guest, Diyos ko talaga nag-alternate lang siya talaga. Ah, pero Ria, ito, natanong ko na rin to kay Roni earlier. How does it feel that you're competing with 65 other ladies? Kumbaga, pag sa probinsya nga, if you're competing with, say, 20 other ladies, medyo mahirap na eh. Ito, 65. Anong feeling mo about that?
Yes po. Actually po, mixed emotions. And of course, I know na the provinces, the cities, pinadala po yung best candidates nila. And so, I'm actually, I'm aware, nakakatuwa po na manood ng different ladies from all around the Philippines showcasing their cultures, and I'm learning a lot from their eco videos, from their videos, ano tawag dito, parang yung eco tips. So, of course, it gives me also a boost to see na if young women like me would participate in something like this with a great platform, we could make a difference, even in our own small ways.
Kasi alam mo ako kasi if I were in your place and I'll be competing with 65 other ladies, chill na lang ako talaga kasi para bang, well, kung sino manalo, ayun ang swerte niya, no? Kasi like, if I will be hung up on
Yes po.
getting the crown every day, ay, hindi ako makakatulog pag gano'n. Paano na? Wala na ako magiging time para sa boyfriend ko pag ganoon, hindi ba? Ganoon na, nakakaloka ka talaga. Ria, I'll just introduce our other guests before we go into group discussion, ha? Yeah. Our next guest is actually representing Santo Domingo, Albay. Santo Domingo, Albay. Ay, ko. Oo. Very special po itong girl na to sa akin because I remember when she first joined Binibining Pilipinas. Sabi ko nga sa kanya, hindi na nawala sa mind ko yung performance niya during the talent competition that year. Na every time I would see her, or every time I would hear the song, siya na agad yung naaalala ko. Kasi ginaya talagang, para bang ano yan eh, para bang your face sounds familiar or something like that. Talagang kaboses niya yung kumanta ng kanta nito. But anyways, there's more to this girl than just singing. Friends, let's welcome the representative of Santo Domingo Albay in Miss Philippines Earth 2021, Angelie, Aubrey Asuncion, AAA. Angelie. Hello, Angelie.
Diyos maray na hapon po, Tito
Ay,
Norman.
mga ganon, biglang talagang yung kakulutan talaga ng buhok niya. Ako yung talagang
Siyempre.
kaya po sa backstage talaga pinapansin yan dahil talagang isang kanyang hairstyle talaga this afternoon. Angelie, batiin mo muna ang mga viewers, yung mga fans mo, at yung mga fellow Albayanons. Ay, naku, Diyos ko na, pinag-prepare. Albayanons, yes. Ba't ka nag-frozen delight bigla, Angelie? Naluloka ako. Oo. Pag naman kayo eco video sa Miss Philippines, right? Very strong naman ang signal niyo. Oo.
Ayun,
Ayan.
nawawala.
Oh. Ayun,
Welcome
ako
to the
di.
internet.
Tumabi lang po ang boyfriend niya sa kanya kanina. Nung umalis po, biglang nag-restore yung kanyang internet connection po.
Sinadya.
Oh.
Ayun. Alright. So, marhay na hapon po sa mga Bicolano dyan. And sa mga Kapampangan, correct me if I am wrong, maya anapon po sa inyong lahat because my father is a Kapampangan, Tito Norms, and my mom is a Bicolana. But I was born in Albay, and I would like to thank Jersey Franco for my makeup for today then and my outfit hedges. Sa lahat po na nanonood, please don't hesitate on sending us your questions kasi mamaya for sure Tito Norman would be giving you a chance to ask us. And I hope you would enjoy.
Naluloka ako dito sa mga supporters mo. Gumawa yata ng 500 hashtags para sa'yo dito. Nakakaloka, ang dami-dami. Oh. Pag nagsasalita kanina si Ria, ayun. Pag ikaw nagsasalita, ayun. Sabi ko, ay, Diyos ko, ano ba yan? Ang dami talaga yung mga hashtags na ginagawa. Angelie,
Yes.
ito. Tinanong ko sa other girls kanina, sabi ko nga, you have 65 other girls to compete with. Pero ang tanong ko sa iyo, iba ng konti. May ibahin ko lang ng konti. May pressure ka ba knowing na, well, may experience ka na with Binibining Pilipinas. So, kumbaga, dapat ang Miss Philippines Earth sa iyo is caring na. Anong pananaw mo doon?
Well, actually, it's a thing, Tito Norman, to be coming from another national pageant. It gives me pressure, pero syempre it also has a benefit for me, an advantage. Kasi syempre, some of the people, some of the press already know me, and I am actually very grateful for the vloggers like you, Tito Norms, who are posting or who are appreciating all of our efforts. Diba nung nag-post ka about, I think that was yung sportswear. So talagang nakaka-boost siya ng confidence. But it is really pressuring. Siyempre, I'm already 12 years in pageantry and having another national pageant that I joined. Yung pressure ko, lumalambas ng bunbunan ko eh. So,
Nagkakaloka. Oo.
Exciting siya kasi seeing so many beautiful girls, so many potentials to the crowns. But it really gives me the excitement. Kasi if I could able to win with these beautiful, talented, equally capable ladies, syempre, di ba, it's worth celebrating for Tita Norms.
Nakakaloka lang. Sabi po niya kanina na pag nag-post ako ng photos sa kanila, ayun, nakaka-boost. Pero, Diyos ko po, sa kanya, hindi lang po photos ang pinost ko. Complete video pa yon talaga. Nung performance niya during the talent competition dahil
I love you, Tito.
Dahil papakantahin po natin siya nung kantang tinutukoy ko na yon na talagang ewan ko ba, totoo to Angelie, walang bola. Every time naririnig ko na yung song na yan, ikaw talaga naalala ko. Tapos pag nakikita kita, naalala ko yung song na yon. Hindi ko na iniisip yung original na kumanta ng kantang yun. So friends, nangako po sa akin si Aubrey, bibigyan po tayo ng sample ng kanyang talent in singing. Ang nirequest ko pong song, of course, is the song that always reminds me of her. Go ahead, Angelie.
Kung ika'y magiging akin, di ka na muling luluha pa. Pangakong di ka lolokohin ng puso kong nagmamahal. At kung ako ay papalarin, na ako iyong mahal na rin. Pangakong ikaw lang ang iibigin, magpakailanman. Di kita pipilitin, sundin mo pang iyong damdamin. Hayaan na lang tumibok ang puso mo para sa akin.
Ako talaga. Pag kinakanta ni Angelie yun, ako Angelie kasi Angelie Aubrey kasi naman yung pangalan ko sa Facebook, kakabot-aba eh. Anyways, every time I hear her sing that song, or every time I hear the song, talaga hindi na si City ang naaalala ko. Talaga si Angelie lang, si Aubrey. Aubrey na nga.
Aubrey dala.
Si Aubrey talaga naaalala ko. Kaya talaga po sila Jaco na pakantahin siya at pinagawa ko na agad ngayon dahil baka malimutan ko pa mamaya. Baka hindi ko siya mapakanta. Kaya ngayon, ayun na po. Ngayon, kung papakantahin po natin siya mamaya, pakantahin po natin siya ng isang Chinese song in Mandarin. Hindi natin kung makakanta siya ng Mandarin Ay, nakakaloka. Diyos ko, handa pa niya ang sarili niya.
Hinahanda ka na, Tito.
Oo. Aubrey, I'll just introduce yung huli nating guest na nagkaroon ng internet connection kanina na para may makausap natin siya. Balikan kita agad for a group discussion, Aubrey, no? At yung guest po natin nabitin kanina ay, I hope, narito na po siya. I hope narito na po siya. Nabitin lang po ng konti kanina yung connection niya. So friends, welcome po natin from Angelie City. Ganda-ganda po niya yan. Gail Ventic. Hello, Gail.
Hello po,
Gail,
Tito
nandiyan ka na ba?
Norman.
Nakakaloka ka talaga. Nalaloka ako talaga
I'm really-
sa'yo. Ay, naku, Gail, okay lang yun. Diyos ko, basta pag-uusapan
Sorry po.
natin. Basta pag-uusapan natin tungkol sa menstrual cups, mamaya. And nalaloka ako talaga.
Ituturo ko po sa inyo yun.
Ay, naku, Lord. Diyos mo. Gail, bumati ka naman sa mga viewers first. Plus, yung mga kapampangan, mga taga-Angeles City mong kababayan.
Hello po. Hello to everyone from Pampanga. Thank you so much po for all of the love and the support. To my team, #Team Pampanga, K Familia, and to everyone po who are really helping us, reach the Miss Philippines Earth Crown. Maraming salamat po for all the support. Sobrang grateful po talaga ako.
Alam mo, feeling ko talaga, Gail, yung
Yes po.
yung dating mo ngayon, yung styling mo and all, ibang-iba na from the time that you joined Binibini before. Kumbaga,
Thank you po.
Oh my God, the cheekbones. Nakaka-ingit po ang cheekbones ni Gail. Talaga namang very prominent the cheekbones niya. I'm sure tuwan-tuwa ang boyfriend niya kapag nakikita ang cheekbones niya. Oo, hindi ba?
Tito.
How have you been doing this past number of months, weeks, days? Kumusta ka naman, Gail?
Tito Norman, so far so good po. I have been enjoying the experience with Miss Philippines Earth, especially because it's a virtual pageant. I get to roam around Angeles City, experience Angeles City in a whole new different level. And I'm really grateful po for the support of the LGU, of the government, of our local government and tourism office, because they're very hands-on in the preparation of Miss Philippines Earth po. Super saya.
Oo. Tsaka natutuwa ako. Because ako naman kasi may province is Bulacan. So para
Yes,
sa
po.
akin, going to Angeles or Pampanga for that matter is madali lang. Kumbaga, pag kunyari pupunta kami ng Clark, dadaan na kami ng Angeles. So ibig sabihin,
Opo.
mahihinto na kami talaga doon. And it's not really hard. Kumbaga, and may mga projects din kasi kami dyan sa Angeles. Pero what made you finally decide, Gail, to make a go for Miss Philippines Earth this year?
Yes po. Actually, Tito Norman, I have been wanting to join Miss Philippines Earth for so many years already. I just don't know when will I really push forward with it. And right now po kasi I'm already 26 years old. And I feel like it's the best time for me to join another national pageant. Because this time around, I was able to explore. I was able to experience growth in a whole new different level po. Kaya I feel like joining Miss Philippines Earth is really close to my heart, especially po even before I joined. I am really practicing my advocacy po, which is sustainable ecopreneurship. And in my own little way, in my own little initiative here in Angeles City, I get to help the environment. So I really wanted to be part of Miss Philippines Earth in order for me to, magnify and amplify the things that I believe in po, Tito.
Alam mo, nakakatuwa kasi, Gail, and which I've always been saying, ang trend kasi is nagiging more towards ladies who are already in their mid-20s. Kasi para bang yung maturity nila has already set in. Hindi na sila yung palaging playful or childlike and things like that. How would you compare yourself from the first time you did the national pageant compared to now? Ano na pagkaiba ng Gail noon at ngayon?
Well, Gail po before, the first time that I joined the national pageant, I was so young po talaga. I was so naive. And I was so starstruck with the idea of pageantry. Oh, okay, I have to enjoy the glitz and the glam of the pageantry. I have to look like this. I have to look like that. But the Gail right now is someone who is competing. That is someone that is true to her core. So whatever the challenges, whatever the situation that the Miss Philippines Earth would really put us in, I know that I could be mature enough to handle it. Totoo po yung Tito Norman that maturity comes with age and experience. And I feel like really the best person to be a queen is someone who has that, who has both attributes. That is mature enough and has experience enough, and be able to share these experiences in a much bigger scale. Yun po.
Hindi ka ba naloka nung first time na nag-national pageant? Number 1 ka pa, binibini 1 ka pa.
Yes po, naloka ako, Tito Norman.
Hindi ba?
Ang hirap.
Palagi, totoo yun. Ako, masasabi ko, hindi po ako nag-pageant po, hindi po ako candidate, pero alam ko ang pressure of being candidate number 1.
Totoo
It's really a
po.
pressure. Dahil, ikaw una nakikita ng tao,
Totoo po.
tapos, mabilis malimutan ng tao yung ginawa mo kasi una kang nag-perform, una kang lumabas.
Totoo
Tapos,
po yan.
kapag nagkaroon ng technical issues sa show or something, yung performance niya po ang talagang yun ang pinaka hindi inspired sa technical side because babaguhin pa yun sa mga susunod na babaeng lalabas. Sabi ko, ay, ang hirap naman maging number 1 palagi. Oo.
Totoo po.
Di ba? Nakakaloka. And with that po, ibalik po natin ang ating tatlo pang guests. So we'll start our group discussion na. Direct, ibalik na po natin si Roni, si Riah, at si Aubrey. Ayan na po. Binabalik na po sila. At para po, isipin nyo lang pong ito ay Mythical 5 sa basketball. Maglalaro po kami ng basketball at ang forward po ay si Roni Meneses. Nakakaloka. Forward, oh? All right. Before we start with our serious discussions, very quickly lang, tell me one fun fact about yourself. Wag naman yung malalalim. Baka naman may sabihin yung fun fact na ganyan. May kasaysayan pa that dates back to your childhood days. Huh? Okay, go. We will start with a fun fact with Roni. Roni, go with your fun fact.
Fun fact. Di ko alam kung fun siya for other people. Pero speaking of basketball, part ako ng varsity team nung high school. So, ayun. Nag-basketball naman
Ay,
po talaga.
nag-basketball ka talaga.
Yun
Have
na.
you tried playing basketball with heels?
No. Hindi ko try. Magagasgas yung court bawal.
Ay, nakakaloka yan. Riah, fun fact about Riah.
Hi. Actually po, I can do 10 characters in one piece as a theater actor. So,
Nakakaloka, ano ba yan?
I can do animals, I can do old lady, a bata, or different languages ng ibang bansa. So, yeah.
Ay, baka i-dare kita dyan bigla, Riah, ha?
Okay na po.
Sige nga, makakagawa ka ba? Baklang parlorista.
Grabe!
Tingnan natin.
Ay, hindi ka pala mag-amon na. Ay, kaya na-stress na ko sa imo. Ang imo puhong kalaba.
Nakakaloka
Ang galing.
ka. Akala ko naman medyo complete with dialect pa, no? Nakakaloka, no?
Cute.
Oh, Aubrey, fun fact about you, Aubrey.
Fun fact about me, anak po ako ng 2 bulkan. Bulkan ng Albay,
Oo nga.
Mount Mayon, and bulkan ng Pampanga. Ano ba yung bulkan natin sa Pampanga?
Pinatubo?
Pang Pinatubo.
Pinatubo.
Yeah, that's why I have a good taste in food and magaling din ako magluto.
Hindi ba masarap din naman talaga pagkain sa Bicol
And
Albay,
Pampanga.
Bicol, maanghang. Diyos ko, my God, alam mo, pag ako naghahanap ng masarap na Bicol Express, kailangan pa talagang dyan ako pumunta sa Bicol para matikman yon. Pag gusto ko na masarap na sisig, sa Angeles ako pupunta. Oo.
Yes.
Pag gusto ko namang wala akong maisip bigla sa Mandaluyong. Naloka ako. Pag gusto ko pumunta sa bahay ni Roni Meneses, nasa Mandaluyong ako. Pagkainin niya ako ng vegan treats niya doon. At pag gusto ko namang Ano bang specialty na food ng Silay, Ria? Ayoko naman sabihin piyaya lang. Para it's unfair naman para buong Negros at buong Ilonggo at buong puro piyaya na lang para sabihin ko. Ano ba ang pagkain sa inyo, Ria?
Marami po. We have lumpia ubod. For the dishes, we have laswa soup, vegetable soup.
Favorite ko yan.
Yes, definitely.
Parang gusto ko pumunta tuloy sa Silay City ngayon. Nakakaloka. Oo, para ma-meet ko yung boyfriend mo rin. Somehow in the process.
Yun pala.
Yung pala.
I am in love with food.
Ay, kaloka. Gail, fun fact about you, Gail. Huwag mo ko sasabihin ng menstrual cups, ha?
Ako po, Tito, fun fact about me, siguro po, despite me being mainhen and soft-spoken, I am very adventurous po talaga. I've done so many extreme things. I tried skydiving, trekking, hiking, eating exotic food. Yun po. Lahat po talaga gusto ko siya i-try.
Alam mo, actually, I'll be honest with you, Gail. Ang dating mo talaga, to be honest, para kang flower vase na hindi pwedeng bumagsak na mababasag. Para bang napaka-fragile looking ng dating mo. Nakakaloka. Pero, Diyos ko, ang kanyang cheekbones, naloloka ako. Gusto kong hilahin yung cheekbones. Lipat ko dito. Nakakaloka. O sige. Tapos na tayo sa mga kalandian ko. Diyos ko, alam mo naman ako, pag nagsalita, talaga tuloy-tuloy. Let's start with serious questions. Pero yung serious question naman po natin is not so much about the earth naman talaga, but yung first part natin is about general things about life. Okay? So, let's start with you, Roni. Ayan, bigla ikaw na-start ko dahil si Gail palagi na wala.
Wala na naman si Gail.
Nakakaloka siya.
No, on the spot si Roni.
Oh my!
Oo, yun na nga. Okay, Roni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
All right, Roni. Why is it important to be a multitasker these days?
Well, yeah, especially today that every day gets busier and busier. And when you are given a limited amount of time, it is important that you get to do all the things that you have to do. So as a multitasker, ako din sometimes I multitask talaga. So it's really important that you know how to use your time wisely and you know how to focus even though you are doing a lot of things at once. So yeah, it is very important right now because it helps you accomplish a lot of things at a very short time.
All right. Okay, let's go to you, Ria of Silay City. Biglang naghahanap. Ay, naku, Ria, biglang nananakam ako dun sa soup na sinasabi mo.
Ako din, gusto ko ng gulay.
Kasi para nai-imagine ko yung soup. Sarap humigop ng soup na yan eh. Ria, 1, 2, 3, 5.
1 po.
Ay, iba itatanong ko sa'yo. Nakakaloka pa. Do you honestly believe that you are a good role model for young girls, Ria? Do you honestly believe you are a good role model for young girls, Ria?
Yes, Tito Norman. I believe that I am a role model for young girls because I speak with conviction. I try my best to manage my emotions. And at the same time, I acknowledge my failures and at the same time my successes. I believe that these qualities make someone as an inspiration to young girls. I lead by example and I walk my talk.
Pang level talaga itong actress na to. Parang may script talaga ni Nora Vilma Santos na nakahanda, no? Kakaloka. Angelie, hindi kita papipiliin ng question, of course.
Go!
Angelie, does a woman sacrifice more than a man? Why or why not?
I believe not. Because there are men who are assuming responsibilities of women, like father being a mother at the same time, a brother being a sister. Because our gender shall not dictate the level of sacrifices that we do for a certain person or a certain cause. And we as humans by nature would give our 110% to everything that we do as long as we claim that it is worth it of our efforts and time and energy and everything that we have.
Ano ko sumagot itong babae ito? Paano bang finals na kung sumugot? Oh? At dahil Gail, nawawala ka
Sorry,
palagi,
Tito.
hindi kita mamipiliin ng tanong. Ito na ang tanong mo. If you are the privileged one to have an extra hour in a 24-hour day every day, what would you do and why?
Okay po, if I am privileged enough to have an extra hour in a 24-hour day, I would spend that hour to go back to my roots, meditate, and really take good care of my mental health. Because in a chaotic world right now, we have a lot of different problems, environmental problems, healthcare problems, and even in the pandemic, we really have to go back and take good care of our mental health. Because mental health is as important as physical health and environmental health. And with that being said, by taking good care of our mental health, we make sure that we can be a good abiding citizen, law-abiding citizen, and we can really take good care of the other people as well. Because it will have a ripple effect not only with your own personal self, with your community, but also in the environment as well. Yun po, Tito.
Nakakaloka. Pag mga dating binibini, yung mga sagot nila ngayon, mga palaban, pag mga nagbinibini before, yung isa
Thank you.
kulot, yung isa iba ng makeup ngayon, nakakaloka lang talaga. At dahil may extra question pa ako dito, Roni, natutuwa ako,
Yes.
iikot lagi kay Roni. Kay Roni ko natanungin dahil pag, alam mo naman ito parang carousel, pag umiikot, ayan, sa'yo na naman tumapat.
Sige
No?
po.
Is online dating a good thing or a bad thing?
Para sa single, no? I would have to say somewhere in between kasi meron siyang pros and cons. Like, especially right now that there's a pandemic and it's really important that we take care of our health and we don't go out as much. Sobrang perfect na may online dating. So at least we get to meet different people from different places. So that's a good thing. But then the negative side of online dating is I feel like when you really want to get to know a person, it is important that you spend physical time with that person, quality time. So because I always believe na when you meet someone online, you only know that person when he is online. So alam mo lang yung pagkatao niya online, not the totality of who he really is. So I think it's a balance.
Ibig sabihin niya nag-online dating
Online dating
yan.
ba?
Kakaloka yan. Okay. Ang ating theater actress, tingnan natin. Ria. Babaguhin ko ng konti yung question. What will you choose? Online dating or physical face-to-face dating with non-removable masks and face shield? Kasi syempre you have to be safe. Oo, naka-mute ka, Ineng. Oo. Ineng, naka-mute ka, nakakaloka. Oo.
Grabe naman po, pag physical dating na unremovable mask, I cannot imagine how it would be like. But I think
when you're eating naman, pwede mong tanggalin sandali yan. Pero pag tapos ng kumain at ihatid ka na, hindi na pwede tanggalin yon kasi ibig sabihin bawal na anything that would require removing those. What do you think, Ria?
yes, for me, Tito Norman, I would really choose physical dating than online dating. Of course, who wouldn't want to see the person eye to eye, talk to him, communicate with him? Although I respect naman all those who do online dating because I've been there. I've also dated online. And I would say that as long as you have communication and love for one another, nothing is impossible. So, yes po, go ako dyan.
Nakakaloka ka talaga. Aubrey, alam ko naman na maganda ang love life mo. Pero would you advise online dating to those looking for love in the middle of a pandemic?
one more fun fact about me, Tito Norman. My current nearly 4-year relationship, the guy,
Oh.
Daniel, I met him in an online dating site.
Ay! Ay, nagkakaloka.
Yes,
Kaya ano pala siya talaga?
yes,
Ah,
I'm in favor.
all for, yeah, go.
Yes, because in this world of technology, Tito, we are the masters of everything that we use. And so whatever we feed on it, if we just want to be friends or to hook up or to be in a serious relationship, that would be the use of that particular platform. So if you would want to use it into a longer term for a serious matter, then use it in that way and then it would actually go that way. It's a matter of intentionality, Tito Norm.
Nakakaloka mga sagot mo talaga, no? Ibang epekto talaga pag pinakulot ang buhok ngayong hapon. Kaya
Oo.
ibang impact,
Sumaba
ano?
yung brain ko sa pagkakakulot ko ngayon, Tito Norm.
Oo, at nawala na naman si Gail. Naluloka ako dito sa taga-Angeles na to, si Gail, oh.
Baka
Nawala na
maulan.
naman. I would wish na maulan kasi pag maulan, medyo
Mainit.
lumalamig ng konti, hindi ba? Kaya pag bumalik na naman siya, ayan na naman po. Gail.
Sorry po, Tito.
Gail.
Gail, tatlo
Ang
daw
hirap
sa tanong sa'yo.
Ang hirap sagutin siya.
Okay lang yun, Gail. Okay, sige, ikaw nga, yung tanong ko rin sa iyo, yung tinanong ko kay Riah, online dating or physical dating with non-removable mask and face shield? Okay, sige, ikaw nga, Hindi mo ako marinig, Gail.
Ayan po.
Yung
Ayan
ako,
po.
yan, sa Gail, online dating ba or dating with not removable mask and face shield?
Opo. Well, for me, Tito Norman, at this time of the pandemic, I think what is more advisable is online dating because there is still a lot of health protocols that we have to follow, which is social distancing. And even though we're going to go out and say, for example, we're going to date with our mask on, there is still the risk of contracting those viruses and bring it at home back to your family members. So I believe, as of the moment, I don't see anything wrong with online dating because for me, love knows no online status. May it be online or offline. Yun po.
Kaloko
Narinig
mo.
ko.
Sagot na ganyan. Narinig ko naman, pero ako kasi, yung mga tanong ko sa inyo, I will combine everything and ako ang aking hinahanap preferences.
Yes,
Online dating with non-removable mask and face shield but with massage. Yun ang akin. Yun ang magandang part sa akin. Para kompleto ba? Di ba? All right, sige. Again, ito mas serious naman ito because all of you will answer each question na. Iikot na naman tayo, of course.
Okay.
Dribble back to Mandaluyong City. Roni,
Yes po.
Pero this time around, papaikutin ko na yung kung sino unang sasagot sa question. Para naman, hindi palaging si Roni lang. Una ko pinasasagot, sabihin niya, parang inapig ko siya. Parang, parang ano ba ako? Dinipig po ba ako? Trial palagi. Okay. Roni, but all of you will answer this question. Kaya swerte yung panghuli, makakapaganda siya. Pero iikot yung question, each question. Roni, why do you really want to win Miss Philippines Earth?
Like what I always tell those who ask me, like kung sinasabi na, to me, this isn't just another title or another crown to put on top of my head. To me, this is more of a responsibility and a mission to really voice out and share my advocacy to people. I am really genuine about this, and I care so much that I am pushing myself further, that I want to reach a lot of people and really encourage everyone to take care of Mother Nature. So sabi ko, ngayon pa nga lang feeling ko panalo na ako eh. Pag nabigyan ako ng title, that's already a blessing. Because I am more focused on just spreading advocacy and letting everyone know how important it is that we give back to Mother Nature just as much as she has been taking care of us. So, yun.
Okay. Riah, your answer. Why do you want to win Miss Philippines Earth? At nakamute ka uli, Ining. Talagang papadala mo na ako ng soup na yon. Naghanap na ako nung soup na yun talaga. Go!
Miss Philippines Earth for me gives me a space where I can share the ideals of love and integrity of creations, the ideals that I live by, and the ideals that I would like to share to the world. And for me, I would love to share various causes for the environment, just like organic farming, which helps us for sustainability, both for us humans and also for Mother Earth, for our symbiotic coexistence. So I believe that I would love to join Miss Philippines Earth and win Miss Philippines Earth. I believe that I am a woman for the Earth, and we all have the responsibility to be eco warriors, and I am up for that challenge.
All right. Iba talaga itong si Ria Angelica De Ocampo. Parang theater actress talaga yung kanyang pag ganyan. Naku, kukurtin ko na talaga si Gail Ventic. Wala na naman siya. Aubrey, what's your answer to the question, Aubrey?
I want to win Miss Philippines Earth because I want to amplify the cry of the fisherman that started to question if there's a future. Because right now, instead of just sailing nearby and have a good catch, they needed to embrace and soar the open waters of the Pacific and stay there for 5 days, being far from their families, struggling the hunger, you know that. And I want to help them. We want to help them by bringing back the
Oo. Aubrey, nag-Elsa ka. Oo. Frozen. Yes, Elsa. Elsa, nag-Frozen ka. Kakanta bigla ako dito ng kanta mula sa Disney movie na Frozen. At bigla bumalik po si Gail Ventic. Naluloka
Sorry
ako.
po, Tito.
Hindi,
Nasa
natutuwa.
connection.
Natutuwa lang ako. Natutuwa ako. Tignan mo, si Aubrey naman nag-Frozen Delight ngayon. Tignan mo.
Frozen din po siya.
ayun, naputol ba ako, Tito Nor?
Sorry.
Naputol kasi sasabihin mo na dapat yung plano mo kung kailan ka mag-aasawa eh. Pero naputol bigla eh. Okay, go.
Sige, pwede ko ba ulitin?
Oo, sige, go.
Yes, I want to win Miss Philippines Earth because I want to amplify the cry of the fishermen who started to doubt if there is a good future for them and their families. During my immersion, I learned that this fishermen, instead of just sailing nearby and have a good catch, they need to soar the danger of the open waters of the Pacific and stay there for 5 days, being hungry, being in danger, and being far from their families. And so I want to have a good mileage with the crown, with the title, and of course with the institution, that I would be reaching people to understand that there is an imbalance in our marine ecosystem. And we could do something about it through our campaign, which is Coral Garden Genesis 2, Woman of the Earth. It is an installation of a solar-powered artificial reefs. And of course, after that, we want to sustain by sharing to the youth this good cause. This, in my case, I'm having my KKK or Kabataan para sa Karagatan at Kalikasan. For we want to include the youth in our campaign of saving our seas and our environment. For it is my firm belief that if we save our seas, we are saving our future. Thank you, Tito.
Nagkakalokang sumagot talaga yung babaeng kulot na yan. Diyos ko, Lord. Gail, what's your answer to the question?
Yes po. For me, Tito, I want to win Miss Philippines Earth Crown mainly because I want to amplify the fight that I'm fighting for, which is sustainable ecopreneurship. In this time of the pandemic, I've seen and I've experienced personally losing my job, due to the economic crisis brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. And for me, the way for us to rebuild our economy is to embrace sustainable ecopreneurship and be able to promote the livelihood of the people by shifting the businesses, micro businesses, big businesses, or even the small businesses alike, to a more sustainable way of going about their everyday life. Because for me po, the pandemic is actually a reset button. It is a wake-up call for us to really, think of the ways how we build our economy. And I feel like, but this time around, we can rebuild our economy with the earth in mind. So me, I want to be the forefront of that change. And I feel like it is really timely, and my advocacy is really timely with what is happening in the world right now. So that for me is the main reason why I want to be part of Miss Earth, and hopefully, if given a chance, to win the crown. Thank you po, Tito.
Loka ako dito mga dating binibinin ito pag sumagot. At bigla naman nagtago, tinan mo, si Ria De Ocampo ng Silay. Binuksan bigla. Kasi alam niya siya yung unang sasagot sa next question. Oo. You'll be the first to answer this question, Ria. Ria, what makes you different from the other girls competing in Miss Philippines Earth?
I believe that what makes me different from other girls are my strengths. My strength of discipline, strength of character, strength of perseverance. So those are the things that I believe, Tito Norman, makes me different than you.
Hello, kayang babaeng yan. Pag sumasagot talaga. Okay, so which means that Aubrey, you're next.
Okay, what makes me different is that I am me, short for mechanical engineer. And that I am a firm believer that technology is not an enemy of our environment, but rather the best tool that we can use to save Mother Earth. Another me. And if we just know how to responsibly use this technology, this advancement, these innovations, our battle with time, with saving Mother Earth would not be that difficult. This technology should be our best friend in bringing back the colors of the earth.
Huwag ka mga sagot ito I am a mechanical engineer. Albay. Oo, mga ganun
Mother
talaga, no?
Earth.
Oo, ibang mga ano. Gail,
Yes po.
your turn.
For me po, Tito, what makes me different is that I was able to experience the world right in front of my eyes. I was able to travel po, going to 4 different continents and almost 30 countries. And I feel like bringing that experience with me back here in the Philippines and back here in Miss Philippines Earth is my advantage, because I was able to really be authentic with what I believe in. And what I believe in would really transpire with the words that I say and the things that I do. And even before joining Miss Philippines Earth po talaga, caring for the earth and being an environmental enthusiast is really close to my heart. So that, I think, is one of my advantage in joining Miss Philippines Earth, and with other girls as well. Ayun po.
Okay, sagot nila. Roni?
Ako naman, I believe that it is my core values that truly make me different from other girls. I am deeply rooted in my values, and I believe in living life with compassion, respect, and kindness. And when we live by our values, when we are deeply rooted in our values, I believe that we can use this as a transformative power to really make a difference in this world.
Wow, pag ganun salita talaga yung vegan girl na clothing technologist na vlogger na yun, ha? Okay. Aubrey, you'll be the first to answer this next question. Iikot
Yes,
na naman
Tito
tayo.
Norm.
How different would life be if women were to rule the earth? How different would life be if women were to rule the earth? Aubrey?
I believe life would be more colorful, just like how you see in our faces right now. We are very colorful, and because of Miss Philippines Earth, we learn to appreciate the other colors. And for me, I don't used to love pink because it's very feminine. I used to love red, but because I was looking for something that I really want to advocate on, I found coral pink. And so I believe that if women would to rule the earth, it would be a very beautiful, very colorful one.
All right. Gail?
For me po, Tito, if women were to rule the earth, I feel like the earth would be a much caring and a much loving place. Because from the root word itself, Mother Earth which really enunciates women. Women are the main factor why there is love, there is care, and there is light in the home. So for me, if women were to rule the earth, and if you look at the history, if women were only given the chance to actually be part of the community long, long before, because only in the 1900s we were able to experience women's suffrage, wherein it means that women were allowed to vote. So I believe that if women were given this opportunity even way before that, I feel like the earth, the world, and even the economy would really prosper much, much more than we are already experiencing right now. Thank you.
Ibang mga sumagot ito mga ito. Sanay na talaga, no? Ibang level. Ronnie!
Well, my answer is somehow similar to Gail's. I wanted to say that women are known for being more compassionate and nurturing, so that would really make a difference. But then, para maiba lang, I still believe na if you really want to see something different in this world, it doesn't matter if our leader is a man or a woman because the effectivity of a leader really depends on his or her followers. So para sa akin, kahit gaano ka pa kagaling na leader, gaano ka pa kabait, ka-loving, ka-caring, kung yung followers mo hindi naman disiplinado, hindi marunong makinig, ayaw magbago, the world would still be the same. And so, wala lang, maiba lang. Medyo different answer yun. To me, it depends pa rin on the followers and to everyone naman kung paano natin babaguhin yung mundo natin.
Oo, talagang iba talaga ang mga Meneses. Pag maiba lang talaga ang mag-dribble ng bola na paano. Alright, Ria. What's your answer, Ria? Pag nakikita kita, Ria, ngayon, naalala ko na talaga yung sabaw.
I could think of it also.
Oo.
So, okay. So for me po, how different would life be if women were to rule the earth? Actually po, I was raised by empowered women. My mom, a single mom, my grandmother, and both of them are teachers. With that, I can say that empowered women can change the world. We can have a world with a better perspective on peace, on stability, on sustainability. We can have families. It can lead to close relationship of families, a healthy environment, and at the same time, just like what Miss Ligarda of the International Monetary Fund said, diversity is absolutely an asset. So with women joining us in the world, I believe that the world would be a better place because we communicate better the way we share love to one another. I think that's how different would life be if women were to rule the world or the earth.
Okay. All right, Ria. Now, this next question, Gail, you'll be the first one to answer it. Of course, medyo i-tweak ko ng konti, no? How are you analyzing actually the fact that you are joining a virtual competition compared to other national pageants that are brave enough to go live? Like tonight will be the live telecast of Binibining Pilipinas. So, how are you looking at things? How are you comparing? How are you analyzing the way you are competing for it? Gail, first to
Yes, po.
answer.
Yes po, for me, Tito Norman, the advantage of joining a virtual competition is for safety. Because right now, during this time of crisis, we're still experiencing the pandemic and the threat of the invisible war, which is the COVID-19. And I believe that staging a virtual pageant is the really way for us to go in order for us to limit the transfer of diseases and virus. At the same time, I really have to commend the Miss Philippines Earth Foundation and the Miss Philippines Earth Organization for staging a virtual pageant, because by this means we can really be able to reach a lot of different people, because in the modern advancement of our technology, social media is really the best means for us to tap millions and millions of users. And that, I believe, is the best reason why staging a virtual pageant is much more advantageous than being brave enough to fight live and possibly contracting the disease.
Right. Roni, your turn.
So actually, yun, nung share lang, nag-chumika pa yun. Nung una, medyo nasad nga ako, nakakapanghinayang na hindi tayo like live talaga. Kasi di ba iba yung feeling kapag sumasaba ka sa pageant, tapos nakikita mo yung audience mo talaga. But then, thinking about it, of course, our top priority is the health and safety of everyone. And ang maganda dito is, it is very advantageous to the girls who are not in Metro Manila. Because we are really helping them. Imagine kung 66 tayo, tapos kung live, lahat sila kailangan pumunta dito, all the hassle, and syempre the risk. So at least na-avoid natin yun. And what's good with doing it online is that a lot of people get to watch us and re-watch us kasi di ba nasisave naman na our performance online. So it's nice that even people with different time zones can support us, can watch us. So yeah, I think that's the advantage of doing a virtual competition.
All right. Ria, mag-unmute ka muna.
Like Potito Norman. So I believe that first advantage of joining a virtual pageant is safety. Of course, health is our top priority right now. Because if we are healthy, we can also continue with our lives. Second is that for me, I've seen it as an opportunity that actually changed Tito Norman the level field of pageants. Like for example, for someone like me who is from the province, competing here in my province actually allowed me to work with local artists, get to know them, and get to also showcase the talents of different people, and at the same time feel the comforts of being here in my hometown, being able to share the beauty of each of our places to the world. And lastly, um, it's amazing that we are getting to learn so much more from this virtual pageant, like doing the shoots, the behind the scenes, the skills and the knowledge that we get to hone because of this. So I think that there are so many advantages of joining a virtual pageant. Po.
All right. And lastly, Aubrey.
I agree with the other girls, Tito, that there are so many advantages in joining a virtual competition. And some of which, first one is we are getting technologically inclined. Now we are more aware that there is Zoom, there is StreamYard, there is Facebook Live that we can use whenever we need to meet someone and we cannot go outside. The next one is we are being more independent. Imagine if we need to go live or we need to make videos every day. We need to learn how to wear our own makeup to glam ourselves up. And then, of course, the third one is, in my case, I've noticed that there's a unity in this uncertainty because the people around me, especially the designers, makeup artists in Albay, seen how difficult it is to be in a virtual pageant. And so they were there. They unified to help me as a sole Bicolana representative.
All right. Now, ito, out of the blue lang, I just thought of this question. Hindi din alam ni Direk ito, kaya hindi niya i-flash sa screen ito. Dahil bigla ako lang naisip ito. But it's just something, just to pick on your brains, the four of you. To a person, the question is this. To a person who fell asleep so long that she fell asleep for the entire pandemic, would you say that she is lucky to have slept through all the pandemic, or not as lucky because there are so many learning curves that she missed during that time? Ayun naisip ko lang bigla yun So, ulitin ko yung question. To a person who was asleep all throughout the pandemic, would you say that she is lucky to have missed or to have not experienced the pandemic firsthand? Or would you say that she's not as lucky because there are so many learnings that she did not experience herself and that could improve her as a person? Kung nabalik naman tayo kay Roni, kasi si Roni, umikot na naman tayo. Roni, you go for. Okay, go, Roni.
I would say na she or he would be very unlucky kung tinulugan niya yung buong pandemic because even though this is such an unfortunate event, to me personally, I really learned a lot and I grew so much as a person given the time frame na nasa bahay lang ako. And I have always believed that it is through our failures and our hardships that we grow and we develop as an individual. So, para sa akin, mas gugustuhin kong maranasan lahat ng ito kaysa itulog ko na lang. Kasi ang daming learnings, ang daming experience na natutunan ko and I was able to appreciate a lot of things greatly because of what's happening right now.
Riah, mag-unmute ka muna, Iha. Oo, nagkakalot ka. Go, go, go.
So for me, Potito Norman, I think that that person would miss so much because first, I believe that this pandemic actually has made a lot, has impacted so much to us humanity and to our environment. The time that we thought that would make or drift us apart has actually been a time that brought us closer together. Families are coming together, communities are helping one another, and that's something beautiful. When people come together, we have learned to love, to have hope, and to be united. So I think that person would have missed a lot because there's a lot of things and growth that happened in this time of pandemic.
All right. Now for Aubrey and Gail, tweak ko ng konti yung question. Ano ang mga biggest learnings nyo during the pandemic? What learnings have you personally felt and experienced that you think medyo nabago na ang pananaw nyo in life right now? Aubrey? Nakamute ka, Aubrey.
For me, Tito Norman, I believe that what I learned during the pandemic season is that it is not just a year of uncertainty, but also a year of appreciation. Imagine the people that you don't recognize before, the ones that are sending you simple highs, hellos, how are you, are suddenly the people that matter now. And the people that are already giving you smiles on your face. Kasi it's really difficult. It's really difficult to be alone, especially someone like me who's staying in a small unit here in Manila alone. So I'm really expressing my great gratitude to people who gave their most precious time to type the highs and hellos.
Ay, kakatuwa naman yun. At ito, babaguhin ko rin ng konti yung question ko kay Gail. Hindi lang ba sa learnings? But, what message will you give to people whose social media accounts have become obituaries? Alam natin na if there's one thing that I don't miss about Facebook nowadays, pagod na akong magbigay ng condolences. Kumbaga, let's be honest, nakakapagod. Because it's one word that I've used so frequently the past year na gusto kong mabago na. Pero ikaw, what advice will you give to an individual who has experienced more than one loss during the pandemic?
Yes po. Well, for me, Tito Norman, I feel like I have no right to really give out an advice. That is something that personally I wasn't able to experience just yet. But my message is for them to be strong at this time of uncertainty because life itself is really precious. And when I experienced pandemic, I went back to my hometown and I was able to spend so many quality time with my family, with my friends. And I realized the mere essence of life is not actually all of the glitz and the glamour of social media or even traveling or even, the societal norms that we usually experience. But the real essence of life is actually family. So for me, I really would like to send out my condolences to everyone who experienced loss in their life and, try to be as private as possible because life in general is private. So yun po.
All right. So we've come at that part of the program where I will ask you to give your parting words to promote whatever activities that are related to Miss Philippines Earth that you want everyone to know. And you will also share your social media accounts so that people will get to follow you and all. So, instead of starting with Ronnie, sabi naman ni Ronnie, ako na naman itong
Ano
uuna.
na nga?
Lord. Okay, Ria, ikaw ang pag-uunahin ko. Give your parting words and everything that we need to know about your future activities. Ria, naalala ko na naman talaga yung sabaw. Talaga naalala ko yung sabaw na yan, Ria. Oo. Go, 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 Ria. Naka-mute ka na naman. Oo. Papaartihin kita mamaya dyan na parang stunt man. Tinan natin. Go.
Ha. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my fellow Negrenses, my fellow Silaynons, and all the people po who support me. Madamo gid nga salamat. And I would also like to share my social media. It's Ria Angelica on Instagram, spelled as RIAH Angelica. And on Facebook, Ria Angelica De Ocampo. And please like the Miss Philippines Earth Facebook page. You will see updates about our events until the pageant night on August 8th. Po. So I would also like to thank my designer for today, Better Policarpio Silainon. Thank you for my outfit for today. And yeah, I hope you all stay safe. Maraming salamat po, Tito Norman, for this opportunity that you have given us po. We're so privileged and honored. Thank you!
You're welcome, Ria. Natutuwa ako sa mga sinusot mong mga outfits. Nakakatuwa yung mga designers yan sa Silay pala, no? Oo. Now, next, Gail. You're up next, Gail.
Opo. Thank you so much, first and foremost po. Thank you so much, Tito Norman, for inviting me over to guest tonight. Hello po, can you hear me po?
Yes, yes.
Opo. There po.
Yes, Gail.
Yan po. Also, I would like to thank Team Pampanga and K Familia for all of the love and support. I wouldn't be the girl I am right now without the backup of my team. Also, I would like to invite everyone po to watch our upcoming events. Our coronation night will be on August 8th, live at Kapamilya channel. And hopefully you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's at Gail Ventic. Maraming salamat po, Earthlings, and to everyone po who has been with us in this journey.
Thank you so much, Gail.
Thank you po, Tito.
Ronnie?
Hi po.
It's your turn, Ronnie. Yes, Ronnie.
Yes, okay. So, una sa lahat, thank you, Tito Norman, for inviting me. Such a fun interview, very relaxed lang. And of course, I would like to thank my family, my friends, my team, my supporters for always believing in me and for always staying by my side and, giving me the strength to continue with this journey. And special mention ko lang yung cousin ko, si Mika, kasi ginawa niya yung makeup ko today. So, thank you so much. And ayun, sa lahat po ng nanonood, please continue to support me and the rest of the candidates, Miss Philippines Earth. So download the ecosystem app, vote for your favorite eco warrior, and na-lost ako bigla. And yun, maraming salamat po ulit. And if you want to follow me and gusto niyo makita yung mga kaartehan ko sa buhay, and you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and bonus na lang yung TikTok kung mahilig kayo sa mga sayaw-sayaw. So it's all Roni Meneses. So, ayan. Thank you so much and lalaban tayo para sa kalikasan.
Nakakaloka naman talaga yung babaeng yan. Oo. Of course, Aubrey.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Tito Norman. I would like to express my full gratitude for inviting me in the Pageantry Norms TPP TV. And I would also like to thank all my supporters for hashtag Team Albay, my makeup artist, Jersey Franco, of course, my K Familia, Hedges Patty for my outfit for today. And for everyone, I hope you would also follow me in my social media accounts. My IG is Aubrey ng Kalikasan. And of course, my Facebook page is Aubrey Asuncion Official. And my account for Facebook is Angelie Aubrey Marino Asuncion. Buong buo, di ba?
Hello. Go.
Yes, and as what the other girls mentioned a while ago, please continue voting for us in each event and in the main event at Ecosystem app. So makikita nyo doon yung mga updates din namin. And yun, isang makakalikasang hapon sa lahat at maraming salamat po sa panunood at pagsusuporta sa inyong mga eco-warriors. Thank you, Tito.
Nakakatuwa lang na na kasama ko po ngayong hapon ay 4 na hindi na po magaganda pero malalaman. Malalaman ang kanilang utak. Kumbaga, they know what they're talking about. They know their platforms. Iniba lang po natin ng konti yung approach this afternoon. So, maybe most of you are so accustomed to seeing them talking so seriously or kahit na mag-present yan in talent or in swimwear or in evening gown, seryoso pa rin. So, basically, I would like all of you to see their more relaxed side as well. So, instead of me focusing entirely on their environmental advocacy, which they discuss naman with all the Miss Philippines Earth virtual competition, I want you to see the side of them that you would not have the privilege of seeing kung hindi nyo sila ma-meet in person. So at least, what you see is what you get. Tignan nyo naman po. Tignan mo yung makatingin yung taga Silay City na yun. Diba kung makatitig yun. At yung nakatitig talaga. Ano nga, yung mga figures yan, so laki-laki ng mata. Talaga ng mga halito, nandidisig yung mata. Si Roni, I met her in person. Actually, si Gail at si Aubrey, na-meet ko na rin sila in person. Pero, medyo bitin nga lang pa. Bitin pa yung meeting in the sense na coverage kasi ng Binibining Pilipinas yun. And speaking of Binibining Pilipinas, gusto ko lang po i-share sa inyo ang aking final predictions na mag-uwi ng mga titles. Kasama po ang ating 4 na Eco Warriors. Siyempre, hindi ko po sila, kasama ko sila i-share. Direct ready ba tayo? Pwede bang sa side ang mga photos natin, ang mga screen natin ngayon direct sa side tayo habang sila-share ko. Nakakatakot po talaga magbigay ng predictions pero exciting po yung Binibining Pilipinas tonight dahil it's going to be the very first live pageant that will happen during the pandemic. Direct, ready na ba tayo, Direct? Naluloka lang ako Oo, nakaka-pressure po ang magbigay ng predictions. Direct? Tingnan mo na, Direct. Ano ba? Ready! Go! Ang second runner-up ko po for tonight is si Binibini 24, Francesca Taruk of Angeles. Ay, Angeles, Pampanga. Nakakaloka. Oo, yun. Siya po ang second runner-up ko. Ang first runner-up ko po naman for tonight ay nakakatawa bigay si Karen Lori Mendoza of Iloilo. Siya po ang aking first runner-up. Now, for the first, 4 pong titles yan, ang Binibining Pilipinas Globe ko po ay si Meiji Cruz from Valenzuela. Si Meiji po kasi talagang mag-zoom up po siya talaga during the last couple of months. So, I feel she deserves to win. And my bet po for Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental naman is direct Hannah Arnold, our Binibini 17 from Masbate. Siya po ang for Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental. And for Binibining Pilipinas Grand International po, my prediction is Gabriel Basiano from Borongan, Eastern Samar. Dahil alam ko po, perfect po siya doon. Tailor-made po siya for that competition. And finally, for Binibining Pilipinas International, my chosen girl, siya po ang birthday girl yesterday. Wala po kinalaman na kanyang pagiging birthday girl yesterday, is Binibini number, nakakaloka direct. Ang tagal na nibitin ako. Oo, parang ihina sa ako, nakakaloka. Direct next, yan! Number 10, Maureen Montaigne. So sila po ang aking predictions for tonight's winners. Kung hindi lang po yan ang maging list ng winners, wala namang problema sa akin yan. mabilis po ako maka-move on. Hindi po ako nag-stock up po sa mga past. Kauka po ng ating mga guests ngayon, mga nagaganda ng mga babaeng ito. May nag-message po sa akin kanina, ang tanong niya sa akin, bakit mo naman ginest na yung mga winners? Winners na ba yan, Prescott? Ay, naloka ako naman doon sa tanong na yun. Hindi ko alam kung paano sasagutin. Sabi ko, hindi pa naman sila kasi next week, another set naman of Echo Warriors ang aking guest. So, well, I think I have to tell them that because they, makikiliti po sila knowing na may nagtanong sa akin gano'n na, bakit mo naman, press ko na ba yan ng winners? Ba't naman, kinas mo na yung mga winners? Oh, alam ko, nakakaloka. Kikiliti ang Aubrey at Gail. Ay, nakakaloka. Oo, ang Roni, siyempre natutuwa si Roni. Pero ewan ko lang doon sa Silay City, Negros Occidental. Hanggang hindi ko natitikman yung sabaw na yon, hindi ako titigil hanggang hindi ko natitikman yung sabaw na yon. Molo ba yon? Hindi man molo yung sabaw na yon, Ria, di ba?
Iba po siya sa molo. Yung last was po, vegetables like mga native vegetables po, including, yeah.
So ano siya? Parang sopa sa may mga vegetables.
Mayroon pong kalabasa, may mga tugabang, alugbate, okra. So, medyo slimy po siya, pero it depends on how you like to be cooked po.
Nagutom ako.
Parang pinakbit din pala na dininding na hindi ko maintindihan.
Yes po.
Oo. Pero alam ko talaga maraming cute sa Silay City.
Invite po kita, Tito Norman, to come to my city. I will be your tour guide po. I would love to bring you to the food places here as well.
Okay. Wala bang tayo lamang dalawa? Wala bang ibang kasama?
To your friends.
Wala bang ibang kasama na taga Silay din?
Yes po. We could bring friends around. So, para mas
ganoon, nakakaloka ka talaga. Kasi pag sinabi ko yan kay Roni, Diyos ko naman, Mandaluyong, ilang beses na ba ako nang galing ng Mandaluyong. Angeles, madalas din ako sa Angeles. Sa Albay, madalang ako sa Albay. The last time I was in Albay, hindi talaga sa Albay, Kamsur yata ako last time na nandoon sa Bicol Park. But,
masarap sa Albay. Tara, Tito Norm.
Maraming mga masarap dyan, Aubrey. Kakaloka ka. Ang sabi ko na maraming pang... Sabi mo masarap. Sabi ko maraming pang masarap dyan. Ba't ka na walang voice mo?
Marami pong masarap sa Albay.
Kasi I like it that hindi ba, mas spicy ang pagkain. The Bicol region in general.
Yes.
So, spicy ang food. Anong pinaka-specialty ba ng Albay na dish?
Bicol Express.
Ay, my God.
Ay, sarap.
Tapos,
alam mo,
sili ice cream.
Ewan ko, nothing against sili ice cream, pero hindi ko palang masyadong ma-appreciate. Pero yung Bicol Express talaga, masyado akong mapili dyan. I will never eat the Bicol Express kapag hindi niluto ng 8 oras. Gusto ko talaga yung niluto ng matagal. Pa yung talagang,
yung ang lambot.
Ang lambot-lambot na talaga. Tapos ang sarap ng ginamit na bagoong para mas lumasa yun. Ay, nakakaloka. Ba't ba pagkain pinag-usapan natin? Mamaya, puro mga vegan treats si Roni Meneses ang pag-uusapan. Oo. Pag sa Angeles, Gail, maraming sarap dyan.
Opo.
Oo. Maraming nga ba?
Marami
Hisig lang bang masarap dyan?
Opo, joke lang. Kahit ano po, masarap.
Ay, nakakaloka ka. Oo. Kasi Gail, before the pandemic, may annual kami ginagawang pageant project with SPCF sa SPCF Systems Plus. Kaya lang because of the pandemic, nahinto yun. So, yun, nabawasan kami sa mga masarap na ginagawa, which is judging pageants, mentoring young minds. Oo. Para din lang naman sa kila Aubrey, maraming masarap. Yun.
Opo.
Eating spicy food. Hindi ko masabi kay Roni kasi pag kay Roni ko sinabi, restaurant ang masasabi ko. Ayoko magsabi ng restaurant. Dahil yung restaurant. Pero pag sinabi mo ng Malolo sa Bulacan, ay marami akong masasabi dyan. Because, kasi dyan ako nag-aral ng elementary sa Malolo sa Bulacan. Kaya marami yung si Riah. Ay, hindi pa ako nakapupunta sa Silay yata. Parang wala nag-invite sa akin magpunta ng Silay City, Negros Occidental. Oo.
Norman, once you're allowed again to travel, as much as you
Oo.
can, go.
I really have a feeling mapupunta ako ng Negros. Hindi ko alam kung kailan, pero may kutob na ako eh. Kasi magkakaroon ng pageant siya eh. Pero may kutob na ako. Ayoko na lang muna magsalita. Kutob ko lang yon. Ayan po, sinisenyosan na po ako ng director sa backstage. Overtime na daw po kami. Nag-over na naman po kami, over the hill sa aming oras. But that is our program this afternoon. Alam niyo naman po ako, pag ginaganahan ako, I really talk a lot. And thank you so much to our 4 guests this afternoon. When I call your name, please give the flying kiss to our viewers. From Mandaluyong City, Roni Meneses. From Silay City, Negros Occidental, Ria Angelica De Ocampo. From Santo Domingo, Albay, Angelie, Aubrey, Marino, Asuncion. And from Angela City, Gail, Ventic. Sabay-sabay po natin bigyan ating mga viewers ng isang malaking flying kiss. And that is our program for this afternoon. Abangan niyo po next week. We have another 4 girls from Miss Philippines Earth na mga kasama. Before po magkaroon kami ng week-long break lang po before our season finale. Naghandaan po namin ang season finale namin. Like I want my Bicol Express or my sisig, or my vegan treats, or my Silay City tour guides, preferably male. Nakakaloka. Thank you so much. Girls, don't exit yet. Don't exit agad dahil magkaka-picture taking lang tayo sa backstage before you go. Yan po ang ating program this afternoon. Thank you. Stay safe. Ingat po palagi. Always maintain your health and safety protocols. Kahit po fully vaccinated kayo, mag-iingat pa rin po kayo. Ako po fully vaccinated na, pero mag-iingat pa rin po. Ngayon, ang dito, wala po akong maskara and all. Lang katabi ko po ay ang kalikasan. Akala niyo po parang may resa sa likod ko, pero tabi ko yung mga halaman at mga kalikasan. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. This has been your Tito Norman saying, ingat palagi. Mahal ko kayo mga ka-pageantry. Kahit po wala akong love life. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you, Tito. Thank you po.
Kung muna kayo lalabas, magkakaroon ng picture taking. Wow. Hi, direct na itawid ko na naman po isa pang episode.